Grand Rising, beautiful, melanated, original, whatever you respectfully call yourself, people. It's your girl, Straight No Chaser with the Queen, here at the show. Straight No Chaser with the Queen. It's your girl, Tina Berry. I had to jump on here, and I know y'all see the title. And we're going to talk about Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis, racist Ron, wreck it, racist Ron, wreck it, racist Ron. Do y'all know what these people are doing? They take everything we do and they change it. This man and his racist little flower people are running around pushing a bill saying stop woke. Now, y'all let this happen in Texas. What is wrong? Hi, Antonio Jackson, Grand Rising. What is wrong? Wreck-It Ron is running around and listen to what the bill name is, y'all. See how they watch us. They mock us. They look at us. Grand Rising, Kathy. They look at us. Guess what it say? Stop woke. We running around here saying stay woke. If it was not powerful what we're doing, other black people, melanated people, all y'all other people, they would not use the word stop woke. We up here saying stay woke, wake up, and they come along with their power and their white dollars and all that, and then say stop woke. Stop woke. And let me tell you, this is a bill that you can go to jail for. So all you people in Florida and in Texas that's allowing these white people to run around and pass these bills, you can be arrested if you send your little black child to school saying stay woke. How racist can it be? Didn't I tell y'all the most dangerous creature walking the earth and crawling the earth, walking to and fro, seeking whom they may devour, is the white man and his woman with the pen and paper in hand? What kind of mess is this, y'all? I'm getting ready to show y'all some stuff. Let me get into it. Peace and blessings, family. That's right, Keisha. That damn paper and pen, they just won't stop. How does this happen? We are barely getting, they're giving Asians executive orders for protection. We've been beat and killed and stepped on and spit on all our existence in America. And now they always take something and they never give us protection. They never give us reparations, but they give us a hell of a lot of bills that say don't do this and don't do that, and black folks can't do this and this and that. Boy, come on. I'm getting ready to play y'all something. Shout out to my follower Erica, because I'm gonna play something you sent me today. When you get on, you will see it. But I'm getting ready to share y'all some stuff. Let's talk about this ridiculous racist with money is our problem. These racist flower rice complected people, I call them, them is the problem. And then people that look like us, the new name garbage squirrels, because you can't say raccoons. So they're them squirrels that dig in the garbage with the ring around their eyes. Those are our problems. Because I'm going to show you a picture. If you look on this picture, you got one of us just sitting there with a sign. Come on, stop CRT. They don't even call it American history. CRT, critical race theory. Man, if we don't stop this mess and y'all really believe in voting, they done did this, did that. Man, let me show y'all something. I'm gonna just say this and then I'm gonna get to the story. This is why we're creating another government, because this is the new black government. We're not finna keep being in America, playing America games, running a rat race, trying to get them to change laws, and then every law you get them to change, they got 100 more they put on the book. I just wanted to say that. I'm not doing this. I'm not getting ready to run around and keep putting my kids in school with these people. Something is wrong with these people. Something is seriously wrong with them. Let me go into this story with Wreck-It Ron. Hold on. This don't make no sense. Okay. This article is saying, and again, all the stuff that we are using is for educational purposes. This bill he's introducing is raising the eyebrows. It has really raised the standard of publicity, pandering to his stop woke legislation. They always get new fun names. The stop woke, they are a bunch of racist people. It's not no stop woke legislation. It's a bunch of racist white people trying to stop the truth about American history so they can continue to do the things they do. And your children will be forever being lost in their bowl of mixed up, nasty behind soup. This bill he wants lapdog legislators to approve in 22 session to stamp out the teaching of critical race theory in public schools and offices, not just the schools and the offices all across Florida. Everybody need to boycott Florida. No more beaches, no more giving them your money. It's enough of this. These people have gotten white supremacy to the white supremacists that they could get. Critical race theory essentially maintains that racism is baked into the American society. Is that not how America was made? Is that not how America was made? Not just common prejudice among individuals. They want to make it seem like it's just a bunch of us that got some prejudice against each other and that we're just fighting each other, silly little stuff, when the whole core of America is built on racism, is built on white people using black babies and black mothers and black fathers and black cousins and black brothers and black lawyers, everybody for their own use. They eat us up and gobble us out and spit out our bones. But they want you to they are convincing the world that we all can be racist. We can all be prejudiced as hell, but we cannot do this that they're doing. When have we ever stood up on a platform and said, we're going to erase critical American history? Let's get rid of it and have the power with a group of people that entertains the thought that we can do it. That doesn't happen. And it said it's not just a common prejudice among individuals, but a fundamental part of just about everything we do. At DeSantis' direction, the Florida Department of Education banned the teaching of CRT last year. Stop Woke would put that ban into statute, forbidding schools to contract. That means all you black folks out here, you're going to have to stop saying stay woke. It's going to go back to Massa Hill's talking. We got to whisper about how we going to break free from this old plantation and get on the old the Underground Railroad. I almost cursed. F that railroad. I'll be damned if we do this again. Talking about it, the direction of him, we can sue them now. Where's y'all lawyers at? Where's all these NAACP? Where are these people at? They already did this. Now they trying to make it a law. See, when they do stuff, it's not a law, but we don't know politics because y'all too busy praying to Jesus over there in the corner, and Jesus is allowing all this stuff to happen. But y'all believe that it's just a way that we gonna just suffer right here till we die and go to heaven and get our stuff. You ain't even gonna have nobody. The heaven you going to don't need you. It don't need you. You can't bring nothing to heaven, as you say. So why is you waiting to go to heaven to get something? The Stop Woke Act will put a ban in statute that forbidding schools to contract with CRT consultants. Who's a CRT consultant? That's us. If you got a nonprofit and you trying to teach your kids about your black kids to show them what Martin Luther King did so that we can get a little hope. No, they want us to see all types of white murderers that they call leaders. They want us to look at up to a bunch of white pedophiles who we know raped black girls, black women. We know these white men raped them, and they are on our dollar bills and on the Rush Mount. The mountain that they crumbled up and put their little white faces on. We know that these people are rapists and murderers. We know that's their culture, and they hide behind their culture with their laws and lies. What kind of mess is this? That your child cannot understand your grandparents fight, but we're supposed to sit up here and sup up with the information of white people, and all we see is white faces, so our kids can strive to be the white man that they'll never be. Forbidding schools to contract with CRT consultants while giving parents and employees legal recourse to sue if they think the school or the company policy creates a hostile environment. Woke is a favorite word among liberals. Oh, now black people are liberals. Y'all, do you see this? See how they have their conversations in their houses against us, but y'all out here talking about pray for those that despitefully use you. Go to my TikTok, go to my YouTube page, and please repeat my prayers that I said. I don't know if I'm going to say it because I'm streaming to different places. So go to my YouTube, Straight No Chaser with the Queen, or go to my TikTok, and now you will see why I pray the way I pray. And we're going to pray again, but this time we're going to be praying back curses to all of these people from the CRT and all that stuff. Drop like flies, please, ancestors, because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Woke is a favored word among liberals, describing those accurately attuned to whatever ideas in race or genders are currently in vogue. DeSantis wiped it for an acronym that strains hard to stand for stop wrongs to our kids and employees. Parents could collect attorney fees from schools found to be indoctrinating rather than educating the children. Man, they've been indoctrinating us for years. They've been indoctrinating us for years. They've been indoctrinating us. Do you not see that? Do you not see that? What kind of mess is this, y'all? What is going on here? How do we keep it? They are so bold with their racism. Let me show you something else. Shout out to Fly Nubian Queens, the network for melanated people like you. Shout out to my platform, Straight No Chaser with the Queen. Go like and share on my platform. Go look at this. I mean, we got to stick together. We got to stick together. We got to stick together because, honey, y'all are sending y'all kids to school. Y'all don't understand how y'all indoctrinated. It's okay for them to indoctrinate your children. But it's not okay for you to tell your children the truth because they want your children to feel superior to them so that you can send your children to school and they can read little white books with little white men and little white women that they will never be. Never be. So that they can always hope to be something that is not real, that is not pure, and they know that they will have your children sitting in that classroom while little Timmy, Becky, and Billy sitting up there. Some of my grandparent was related to Jefferson, Washington, when the other little black kid can't even say their grandmama or great grandmama was raped by Jefferson Davis or whatever these white people names is. Because they're not important to me, so I don't leave room in my brain to remember all of them, but because they all look alike to me. So what I'm saying is that this is ridiculous that you are sending your kids to school. This needs to be a national boycott between the state of Texas and the state of Florida. Pull your children out of school and sit with them at home. Stop walking to their streets to go ahead and march and yell. All you got to do is remove yourself. Remove yourself from the situation. Remove yourself from the situation. There is a way for us to get freedom and let these mad, psychotic people have that what they have, and we don't do nothing with them. There is another way to move yourself from the situation. It's called micronation. Because marching, voting, and running for election when they control everything is not working. And you know that it's insane. You would not tell your daughter, you would not tell your son to keep trying to build relationships with someone who is hurting them, killing them, raping them, stealing them. Would you keep telling your daughter, well, go give them another chance? And matter of fact, take your children with them. What kind of mess is going on here? And then they done sucked us, Kathy. Brainwashing our children. You right, Antonio. A hit dog will holler their way out. This is not a good sign. They've been doing it. We're just living in history. History is not history until after it happens. You know that, right? Y'all know that, right? Greetings, Balance. These heathens are living off the backs of black labor and blood for at least 5 generations, and that's all we've been around for. What is 5 generations? That means my children, me, my mama, my grandmama, my grandmama. I mean, my grandmama mother, and my great grandmama mother. That ain't too far. Do you not know your great grandmama? And if you don't, you know your grandmama. And if you don't, she might, if she's passed, God bless the ancestors. But it still ain't that long ago. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy. Let me show y'all something else. Let's go into this. This Ron, I'm going to show y'all this picture. Hunties. I just don't believe it. I might have to go on my other thing and show it to you. Let's see. This is from the New York Post. It says, look at the rice demon. This is what you call a rice demon. Get back, demon. Get back. Get back, demon. They all look alike. They all do the same thing that hide the racism so that they can eat us alive without us knowing that they eating us. You know how you walking around and you feel something biting your leg and you don't know it because you can't see it? That's how this racism in America is now. Let me read you something. Look at the demon. Look at them. Who out here talking about ban? Look at this. Who with them, y'all? Who with them? Who these people look like? Harpo, who them people? Harpo, who is them people? Harpo, who them folks? Boom, who them folks? Who out here holding? Then I ain't did it big enough. Hold on. Harpo, who is them folks? Who them people? Who them people, Harpo? That look like a Hispanic or Indian or whatever. That's why they wanted to keep mixing. Because when you know a melanated person or a black person, when you know a melanated person or a black person, you know who I am by looking at me. You can't say, is she Indian? Is she those? That's because they got us mixing our blood so we won't recognize each other while they turning around and erasing history and switching up what a person is and what the original man is and all that other stuff. Who out here holding them signs talking about, let's read these signs, y'all, that the Mexicans, the Hispanic people are holding up, y'all. Ban CRT. Look at he's standing proud. They don't like y'all Mexicans neither. Dear Hispanics. Let me do it like this. Dear Hispanics. Dear Hispanics. They don't like you. They just need somebody closer to white to replace them. So they're pandering to you. Because when they erase our history, they erase your history. They just done got you thinking that you're not part of our history. And while the woke people have been trying to bring you education and bring you to the knowledge of self, they're letting you, they can't use most of us no more. So now they're using the next level of black, white people. And that's the Hispanics. Hispanic. They don't like you neither. They are. Who is wise mind? We already know. That's right. We know they're black. That's the whole point that makes this stupid. Somebody said, did you see how DeSantis has created his personal white male militia? That's what I'm telling you. Look at this. Hispanic. Who is this? It's a lot. They got their children. These are not, this is probably white. That's why you got the white woman marrying the black man or the Mexican or anybody they can mix their seed with so they can say they're black. But let me tell all y'all that is not truly melanated or black. Let me tell you something. You got these Hispanic people and all these people like Kamala, the Indians. They want to say they're black, but they're not struggling like the real black or the melanated people. So they want to argue with us that they're black, but they out here doing stunt dummy stuff like this because they don't want us to, it's all smoke screens. Hispanic, they don't like you neither, man. What the hell is this? I'm just like, I was like, is this real? Y'all see my video on TikTok and on Instagram when the girl said that how we fought for civil rights, all of us fought together, but when the Asians and the Hispanic gained their freedom, boop, boop, they stepped over our dead bodies and they do this. They do this. That's right, they do. Antonio, they identify themselves like white. Black people, melanated people, you have no friends. You have no friends. You have no friends at all. At all. Let me tell you what this article say now that we done seen these folks. They look Cuban, Hispanic. I am not an oppressor. They got the white kids on. Yes, you are, little Becky, little Susie, little damn Karen going to grow up to be a Karen and get slapped one day. You are an oppressor. You're doing it right now. If you was taught CRT, you will take that little sign down and take your little behind home somewhere and lick a lollipop or something. Children should not learn to see people children should learn to see people for who they are, not what they look like. Yes, we need, because what we look like, ma'am, is what gets us attacked. When they're out here attacking and pulling over people and predominantly arresting and stopping and frisking people, they're doing it because of what they look like. If it wasn't, then everybody would have the equal amount of beatings. It would be an equal amount of Asians, Hispanics, and blacks in prisons and white. But it's not. You cannot take the smallest part of the population that y'all are constantly keeping small because you're killing us or putting us in jail or killing the parents so that the kids can rule and the kids don't have a mind and nobody to go to. So you keep us in this little population, but you keep this little population filled in all your corporations. We in all their restaurants. We wiping all their white people butts in their nursing homes. We doing all their chicken plants. We doing all of the hard labor, while the white people, the Mexicans like this, they can do a job as a maid, but they're respected. The Mexicans work for this. Come on. So this is what we got here. DeSantis took another swipe against critical race theory Wednesday, introducing a bill that he banned the controversial curriculum. So we can't talk about black folks. This is just another way of saying black people are not allowed in school. And it's saying that the stop wrong against our kids, they took our saying of woke because other black people would not wake up. And you don't see that obviously what we're saying was important because they took our slang. They took our saying and turned it into the whitest of the white, like they always do. Stop wrong against our kids and employees, woke act, would allow parents to file lawsuits against school districts that they suspect of teaching critical race theory. Even though white folks ain't in school with us, they got 1,000 private schools that they get with all the money. They know how to do the money. They work in the city, so they got all these other city private schools. And now they're trying that they don't teach. So they're trying to match the public schools with all the private schools so that everybody white can get onto the bandwagon of F a black person, F their sympathy, F their grandparents. They telling you in your face, F your grandparents. That's what they telling you. So it will allow them to file lawsuits against the school districts that they suspect of teaching critical race theory, of basically teaching American history. So you will be arrested. They are doing it. They're doing it. They're doing it. They're making laws to arrest you if you talk about it. So when your little black children go there with the I am melanin popping shirt or all that, that's why they keep uniform. They do everything to make everybody like them. Void of nothing. White is void of nothing. They want everything void of nothing. They can't produce any culture. So everything needs to look the same. Everybody needs to wear a blue or a black suit. Everybody needs their hair slicked or this a certain way. Nothing. Everybody needs to talk like a white person. I mean, come on. We're not white. This is their culture is of stealing and stripping you down to what they are. When I throw bleach on black stuff, it strips it of its essence and it's no longer black. This is bleaching our children in school. Our legislation will defund. Well, let's go to the other sentence. Districts say they suspect if they can allow parents to sue if they suspect. They ain't say if they caught them, y'all. You get their words. These people are the demons of society. They are not, there's no demons in hell because they're all right up here with us. They will recover attorney fees when they prevail, the governor said. So they got the governor backing it, but nobody won't back police killing us into making the police stop. They pick and choose what they want to do. Our legislation will defund any money for K through 12 going to CRT consultants. So that's why we got to take care of our own. DeSantis, who has been touted as potential 2024 GOP, remember he beat out the black man because you know, when a black man was running, they just made him look stupid, set him up with a gay person, and he been off the scene. He been gone. You don't even know him. They ain't come to fight for us. All these black people that don't pop up to fight for your situation until election, they ain't no good neither. They ain't no good neither. So this is what they say. They fear lawsuits. And then they think that it gives parents the ability to go and ensure that our state's standards are followed, as he added. He said that he wanted the standards of the state followed. What is the standards? What is the standards? What is the standards? Let's say it. What is the standards? What standards do the standard of white supremacy? The standards that there should not be any black power or black self-esteem anywhere. They want your children coming to school to feel inferior by picking up books that only has white faces and making it okay. They're switching the sex of your children at a young age. They're telling you your children know whether they want a penis or a coochie, but they cannot cook for themselves. Are you crazy? You are crazy if you keep your kids in these schools. You are crazy if you believe that you don't got money. You want to know one of the richest places in the world is the hood. I said it. The richest place in the world is the hood. Why? Because that's where everybody come get their money. The Japanese coming there with they what is the restaurant where they doing all that? The Indians come in with the hotels, the Arabics and the Indians with the gas stations and the hotels. They in the hood. The Asians with the beauty store, they in the hood. The police come there. That's how they keep their families fed, from the hood. The judges coming in the hood. The coroner, he got a lifetime job. Ain't nobody gonna complain because a dead person don't tell no tales. Do you not see this, y'all? But y'all just kindly walk around the hood with y'all J's and say, look, I got my red bottle. I got my Michael Kors purse too. And all you got is a one-way ticket to hell. That's all you got. You ain't got nothing. You got trinkets. It's time to, if all you put, please share this, like, share, hit the notification bell. Please share. Somebody said, why does Ron DeSantis need a private army? Because there is no more America. They ain't got y'all in politics so much. There is no more America. We are woke. Notice the term, stop woke. They ain't talking about education. They done pass bills that say stand your ground. They done let Kyle Rittenhouse get away with killing the protesters at a black protest. And y'all talking about, Ahmaud Arbery, it was already wrapped up. That's right. Somebody said they would teach. Yes, hit like, share, and subscribe, people. I'm getting ready to play y'all something. Erica sent me this. Erica, that's my YouTube follower. She spelled, let me see. Let me make sure I spell Erica's name right. Because she said, Queen, would you share this flashback clip? And this is from 2 years ago. Let me see. There go Erica. That's Erica. Because she's on YouTube. Her name is the same, so I'm not showing her personal thing. And I listened to it, and I was like, you know what? She right. So I'm going to let y'all listen to a little of this. This is from Proof Black Truth on YouTube. We got people out there. You know where our community is at on YouTube. But I want you to listen to this. It's about 2 minutes. We're going to do this. Listen to this, because I ain't going to pull it up on here.
The end of bringing Africans to the United States to be enslaved, they objected to that. The abolition of slavery, they objected to that. The end of Jim Crow, or at least Jim Crow 1.0, they objected to that. The end of segregation, on paper, they objected to that. The end of lynchings, they objected to that. The March on Washington, they objected to that. Black men being able to exercise their Second Amendment rights, they objected to that. And in California, of all places, supposed to be the most liberal place in the country, now where black folks are concerned. So anything that advantages black people, or is seen at the very least as easing the grip of the vice around our collective throats, anything that seems to let up on the oppression in any way against us, is immediately objected to. And if you start talking about something that's going to advantage black people, as far as they're concerned, that's the end of the world. So the fact that they're objecting means nothing to me. They object to anything regarding us simply as a reflex. They don't even hear it out. You haven't even said anything. Well, black people need objection. Well, black people should have objection. They haven't even heard it. That they have this impulse because of the fact that we let them get away with it for so long. So, of course, when they start complaining about the price tag or the greatest crime in human history, that's not going to move me, and I don't expect it to move you either. I'm not going to let you go weak on this, or I'm not going to let you get all wobbly on this one. No, my friends, we are at war with white supremacy, and in this army, in the B1 Brigade, we hold the line. We understand the opposition to black empowerment from without. That's obvious, but we also need to address the opposition to black empowerment from within. Bootlicks, clown.
I'm going to stop right there. Did you hear what he said? Every time, like we said, stay woke, wake up. Now they saying stop woke. Everything we do to do any empowerment, they reject it. So sending your kids to school is sending your kids to school for suicide. Then you wonder why your boys don't want to go to school and they out in the streets shooting each other. It's all programmed, because I didn't want to hear about them white folks in school. And now your black kids, we tired of hearing about y'all white folks in your lives. We spent years in school learning about the Nina, the Pina, and the Santa Maria. And it's all a lie. Does that not offend you that your life was wasted on white privilege because they felt like lying to you? And if they lied to you about a whole little section of history, do you not believe they lied to you about something big? You cannot be this sleep. But he get ready to talk about some of y'all, us. Some of y'all garbage squirrels. You know, the squirrels that dig in the garbage with the ring around their eyes, the raccoons. Listen to this. This is our problem. He talking about the enemy within.
Looking to get on the payroll, they're easy enough to call out. Their motivations are obvious. The big birds and the roly-polies and the Issa Rays, and the Angela Ryes with lettuce and tomatoes on the side, these clowns wear their treason like a badge of honor. But they're not the only enemy within. You see, Black empowerment comes with rules, regulations, and responsibilities. Black people don't like that, especially when you have these rules, regulations, and responsibilities being spelled out by other Black people. As I've taught you before, there are typically two types of benefits that white supremacy offers. They offer tangible benefits, but they also offer psychic benefits. But what white supremacy found over time, that just like the Pavlovian dog, if you offer psychic benefits enough times and you have tangibles attached to those psychic benefits enough times, sooner or later, you'll be able to stop offering the tangible benefits and just offer the pat on the head. If you start off with a pat on the head and you a good little boy, and you give somebody a couple of pennies, or you give them some old moldy, crusty bread, that'll be fine. But eventually you can get away if the person is weak-willed and just codependent enough, and God knows with Black folks, we have no shortage of that. What'll happen over time is you'll find that you'll be able to get away with just showing up, and a pat on the head will be enough. Why? You'll be able to have Black folks who will eagerly decide to attack one another just to get a pat on the head from the white powers that be, especially the white media. Some Black folks seem to think that this white media likes them. Richard Spencer got tons of ink from the white media. And look what they were able to do to him. See, the alt-right, the reason that these guys wound up pulling out the knives on each other was ultimately it became a matter of trying to get attention, jockeying for position. I posted on my Twitter page that in Charlottesville, you had something like...
Let me stop there. See what he say? That's us. That's the Candace Owens. That's everybody that think if they get rich, my situation will get better. Just like white people think if we keep moving Black people out, then they'll never be there with us. And you think that you get rich and this, you take care of you and your family. They got us on a you, and they separated the real community that's in us. Because in numbers, we can band together. We can build our own schools. We are $1 trillion, not $1 million, not $1 billion, not 100,000. We only need $1 million apiece. It's only 13% of us. That is enough. We spend more money than is more than us. The United States is in $1 trillion deficit. We spend that much money each year. We don't need them. We don't see that because y'all still want to buy red bottoms because you still trying to outdo. You got chicks outdoing chicks. I would say the B word. Y'all want another female to see that you look whatever you wearing. Y'all out here giving a fashion show for each other, and white folks sitting back like this. Look at them stupid behind niggers. Ooh, look at it. Oh, he wearing my belt buckle. Me and my children gonna eat good. Oh, them fools wearing my shoes. Man, them fools got on my jacket. Them fools is wearing. Come here, Becky. Come here. Look at these fools, Becky. They actually are buying, spending all their light bill money so that they can get them red bottoms. Stupids. Like, Becky, don't worry. We finna get, they're gonna send their kids to school so that we can finish stripping the dignity out the children. Then they're gonna come home and disrespect their parents because they don't see their parents in nothing of authority. They see their parents on the low level with them. And the only thing that they see in authority is the white man. So when they Black children come home to their Black parents, they don't respect them because they don't see nothing that the Black parents doing. And then they're gonna rip them. What Ron DeSantis and them is trying to do is rip the rest of it out of us so that the Black children and the Black children don't never see nothing good within themselves or not, so they can look at another Black man and say, you Negro, I'll shoot you dead. You ain't nothing. You ain't president. You don't own no corporations and this and that. You know what I'm saying? We have to understand how we're being programmed. And then we got the Black ones that'll say anything for it. Like he said, a pat on the back. Yeah, we don't need no critical race theory in school, master. I ain't never seen no racisms before. But listen to this. Now he's switching over into white people and their problems. Listen to this.
30 different white supremacist groups. You saw a couple dozen different flags, everything from the swastika to the Confederate flag to stuff that just looks like it came out of a freaking zoo, because it did. And you had God knows how many symbols that these guys had. but they were all on the same page when it came to their agenda, no matter what names they chose for themselves, and no matter what sort of personal differences that they claimed to have. When it came time to have that mass expression of unified white supremacist fervor, that these guys were declaring to the entire world that you're not going to replace us. Well, what do you mean replacing? Nobody's replacing you. Well, if you think that you're ever going to make a world where we are not the only ones, our monopoly on power is who we are. And if you think that you're going to replace white supremacy with justice, you will not replace us. That's what.
Did you hear what he said? He said he went to South Carolina, and I'm going to try to play it over. He said when he went to South Carolina, you know, the white people, they go out there, and I have people in my group, like I said, we're going to be out there too. They go out there freely with their flags and stuff. They have all types of white supremacist meetings all over. And he said when he seen them, they had their differences, but they handle it behind doors. You don't see white people tearing each other up on the internet. We tear each other up so we could get likes. But he said they had all their different flags so that you won't know that each flag is white supremacy. That's like when before we had different tribes. When they seen us, we were all black. Only they didn't see the differences. We knew the differences because that tribe was what you call New York. That tribe is what you call Florida. That tribe, that's Alaska. That tribe is New Jersey. They came and took our tribes out and wiped us out and put the states in, and now saying we all one people because they don't have nothing. They are nothing but they are exist for confusion. It's kind of like when we were good and nature came into man and woman form, we came and brought life. They came into chaotic demonic form, and they came to destroy everything that existence came to build. If you are spiritual, they didn't care. This man said they had all types of flags, but they came together for one cause. Codependent
enough, and God knows with black folks we have no shortage of that. What'll happen over time is you'll find that you'll be able to get away with just showing up, and a pat on the head will be enough. Why? You'll be able to have black folks who will eagerly decide to attack one another just to get a pat on the head from the white powers that be, especially the white media. Some black folks seem to think that this white media likes them. Richard Spencer got tons of ink from the white media. And look what they were able to do to him. See, the alt-right, the reason that these guys wound up pulling out the knives on each other was ultimately it became a matter of trying to get attention, jockeying for position. I posted on my Twitter page that in Charlottesville, you had something like 30 different white supremacist groups. You saw a couple.
Did you hear him? Charlottesville, there was 30 different groups. This is why I showed the name this with the micronation. See, I'm not going to just bring y'all a bunch of junk. The reason why the queen ain't been on here and there, because I believe in bringing solutions. You can call me the queen of solutions. I was asking, because I know Queen Amadeus Shakur, I think she called herself the queen of receipts. Everybody is the queen of something. And I said, you know what? I'm trying to bring solutions. The queen of solutions, because I'm trying to see, I can't give y'all a story and get you mad and then you go home and that's what they want. We got to have solutions. Solutions is first start pulling your kids out and making them sacrifices to educate them. And second of all is understanding that your right to have micronations. This is what this is all about. Because if you hear this man saying that they all came with their flag, they were all separate. But they came together under one thing, that's the white supremacy. This flag represents the unity of all black people. Be one. Whether you a church, whether you the Hebrewites, whether you a tribe, whatever you are, if you are us, if you are melanated, if you are black, then this is the flag of the United Nations. This is a government that we are going to be signing treaties with each other, because all the treaties that America has signed they have broke every treaty, and they have made us sign treaties with them. But one thing we have never did is sign treaties with each other. What is a treaty? An agreement. An agreement. We're going to agree that we are going to love each other. We are going to agree that we are going to find a way to make this work. We are going to agree that though we are all different, we all got different beliefs, we are going to find a foundation of balance. This is what this flag right here represents. Unity. The United Nations, the United Empires. Empires meaning each one of us is important. What you built and your flag is your empire. What I built is my flag and my empire. What the church have is this. If it's the Baptists, if it's the Romans, if it whatever it is that Black people is involved in, we need you to be under one umbrella and on one code, like this man said that these people was. That's all we need you to do. You could be in a whole nother country. Let's argue on our own turf. And let's find other ways to let our kids handle conflict in the streets. That white man teaches them in the books that how the white man got this is that he went to war. He never teaches them that the war was against them. But they teach them that you use a gun and you go to war. So our people out in the streets using guns and going to wars with each other, not knowing that the ultimate enemy is the invisible one. Listen to what he said the white people did when he went out there.
Dozen different flags, everything from the swastika to the Confederate flag to stuff that just looks like it came out of a freaking zoo, because it did. And you had God knows how many symbols that these guys had. But they were all on the same page when it came to their agenda, no matter what names they chose for themselves, and no matter what sort of personal differences that they claimed to have. When it came time to have that mass expression of unified white supremacist fervor that these guys were.
What did he say? He said that all their differences, that's where they got us at. They got us, they made if my nose don't look like the white woman nose, something wrong with me. If my ears don't look like the white woman ears, something wrong with me. If my hair don't look like the white woman hair, something wrong with me. If my butt ain't big the way white people want their butt big and somehow got us replacing our bodies with our bodies, something wrong with me. Because white people only produce white stuff. And they only produce little nose. They got differences, but they made us think that what is different, you should attack, because that's their motto. When they seen different animals, they kill them and put them on their walls. That's not our culture. We understood the animals. We walked with the animals. We used the animals for war. They took the animals, killed them off. They're half extinct, so we won't use our animals no more. The woman looks to the man for strength. The man looks to the woman for that divine guidance. We speak. The man looks to the beast for strength. The man used to walk with the beast. That's why Black men walking around the hood with their pit bulls, because they supposed to have lions and hyenas. It's in your blood. They using these other shots to unravel your DNA. They told you a long time ago, PTSD, they find out lies in the DNA. Your existence is your DNA. That's why we keep reproducing and reproducing. They cannot. So they're trying to strip it out of us. It's in your DNA to be kings and queens. When they seen us walking with lions and elephants and tigers and hyenas, they wanted to do it. That's why they got the zoo, and you see the white man to my with the lion. That was a replica. Everything that you see them do, try to find out where the hell they got it from. You're going to find out it traces to something important in us. There ain't nothing wrong with our Black men walking around with pits. They used to the beast by their side as a friend. The beast got the eyes that they cannot see. When one drink water, the other one look. When the other one sleep, the beast is watching for him. Y'all don't know that. That's why they make the pit bull is the worst thing. Not anything with strength that stands by the Black man's side, whether it's the beast or the Black woman. They don't like it. Anything that'll make a Black man look good. Anything that'll make a Black man hold his shoulders up or whatever y'all do. But anything that make the Black man's strength gird up in him. They want the Black man weak. They got y'all running after coochie. Then I thought that you ain't supposed to have sex before you get ready to do a game or something because it'll wear you out. They got y'all chasing coochie left and right. Got y'all laying down and just feeling good. And it ain't getting you nowhere but death. Death. Listen to this man. Let's be like y'all are being taught the white people bad habits. Jump on the good. Jump on how they don't care. That Billy Sue and all them, they be like, God damn it, Billy, I don't care. You seen how they did? Do you see the Ahmaud Avery case? Let's look at that example. The DA, the prosecutor, didn't know them white men. Them white men knew each other, but somehow they all stuck together and they all going to jail together because you ain't looking at for what it is. It show you how they're on code. They did this behind closed doors. They don't get on YouTube to my I ain't stunning Billy. Billy wanted me to do this and stuff. He killed that man. That's black folks. They made you sing like a canary with everything that you don't get it. Do you not see that DA that's going to jail, that's getting ready to go to court? She didn't know them white men that chased Ahmaud Avery. Them 3 white men and that white woman did it together. Listen to what this man said. They was on code. They ain't have, what did they have to lose? This what the white people put up their job. How many times we go into cases where white people lie just to have the black person locked up, or just to make so that then they can look good? Like, yeah, this prosecutor's been on the force for this long and they did these many cases. They give him his medal, all that BS. Shout out to Taryn, I ain't cursing. And all y'all, Kathy. But listen to what he said about the white folks.
Declaring to the entire world that you're not going to replace us. Well, what do you mean replacing? Nobody's replacing you. Well, if you think that you're ever going to make a world where we are not the only ones, our monopoly on power is who we are. And if you think that you're going to replace white supremacy with justice, you will not replace us. That's what they were saying. We see you trying to replace the system of white supremacy with the system of justice. Well, you had all those white supremacists out in Charlottesville declaring, saying it for the whole world to hear, in unmistakable terms, you will not replace us. Indeed, they are determined that no one will replace the system of white supremacy. But the thing to remember is these guys often have bitter disagreements with one another. But first of all, they don't make it into a show for the entire world to see. And second thing that comes out of it is they know when to put that mess on hold when there's something that they're trying to achieve. You need look no further.
You heard what he said. Did y'all hear what he said? They know how to put their problems on hold. We don't need to be saying, Billy Sue did this. Now it's them racists that's trying to bring us over there. I called them out quick so we can say, hey. So like Candace Owens and Kawan, I called those type of racists out like, hey, because they're leading our black people to the fire. But he said they know how to put their differences on hold till they get what they need to get, till they're on code, till the mission is accomplished. They understand the assignment. White people understood the assignment. They understood the assignment. They don't argue with each other. They can watch their mama kill a black man, cut him open, eat their organs, put it on the wall and say, Mama, that's wrong, but they'll never turn them in. These white people on their deathbed only because of the guilt that ancestors, that God is that torments them because they don't know where they're going for real, because they ain't got no souls for real. So they tell what they did and they never punished. Telling me on your deathbed ain't nothing. They should strangle them right then and give them the death penalty. I believe in the death penalty. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I believe that some of these people who done did stuff need to be wiped out. Pedophiles, y'all looking at the world the wrong way. Right now, we ain't got time to argue. We need to lay them sneakers and stuff. Only thing red bottoms is good for us right now is walking through the dirt. Or, you know what I'm saying? We don't need that, none of this. We don't need to be arguing with each other. We don't need all of this. Did you hear this man went to Charlotte? These people do it all the time. And we keep saying power, power, but I'm here to bring solutions. It's called micronation solutions. You got to get with a sister so that we can start, so that you can join. You can still have your differences. Y'all don't even understand it, and y'all don't want to hear it. Like he said, you don't want to hear nothing because it comes from a black person. That's right. They don't want to. They look at them. They putting stuff in the chat right now so that you can click on it and they can erase your stuff. You heard him in anything that they can do to stop them from having all the power. It's not. They don't want to share. They talk. What they talk, but they don't walk it. Would you keep being in a relationship with a person who's beating and robbing and raping you and your children? If you stayed in a relationship where the children was affected, them same white folks would come out and put you in jail and take your children and place them in a more dangerous place. So if you don't trust your children, being in a house with a stranger, raping and killing them and changing your house around, why are you doing it? Why are you allowing it in real life? Take off the shades. Listen.
Than the white feminists for that.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah,
this is the reason why we, in unmistakable terms, you will not replace us. Indeed. They are determined that no one will replace the system of white supremacy. But the thing to remember is these guys often have bitter disagreements with one another. But first of all, they don't make it into a show for the entire world to see. And second thing that comes out of it is they know when to put that mess on hold when there's something that they're trying to achieve. You need look no further than the white feminists for that.
Did you hear him? White women.
This is the reason why we can't roll with a roly-poly. This is the reason why we can't roll with a Angela Rye with lettuce and tomatoes on the side. Or a Joy Reid. You want to know why it is that Michael Eric Dyson did not have anything good to say when it comes to the black media? You want to know why it is that these clowns can do that? Just taking Michael Eric Dyson as a case study. You want to know why it is that he could shamelessly promote that Harriet filth? It's because Michael Eric Dyson is completely and thoroughly dependent on Comcast. Every time you look up, he's basically on MSNBC. By the way, I saw when they tried to have him sitting in for Rachel Maddow. Man, it was some of the saddest, cringe-worthy crap I ever saw in my life. He looked like a deer in headlights. He was reading his lines so robotically. I'm sitting here going, man, you could have the cameraman read those lines and probably do a better job.
We'll get more in that video, but he said the thing you heard him. White folks don't make money off of putting down other white folks. Most of the time that takes their money away. Black people make money off of putting down other black people. They got our children. Hold on. They got our children going to school to learn about white people. The schools that they go into, our children are uncomfortable because the schools that they go to, they don't see themselves in nothing. And then the stories that's taught to them are stories of demeaning stuff. These kids have feelings. I had feelings. You had feelings. When they go out, those feelings and energy need to be put somewhere. So on top of feeling useless and on top of the world showing them that their parents don't have no authority over them, they actually told our kids, call 911. You ain't supposed to be beat like that when they've been beating and killing our kids for years. They will actually take our children out of our homes and put them in their care. And then how many black kids are raped and killed from white people adopting them? We got, that's, you like our flag? Somewhat, a lot of us put our hands into designing it. And this is our unity flag. You can have your own country. You can have your own micronation. Y'all don't understand how America was made. Basically, let me show you what a micronation is. A micronation is like New York, California, every state. But what happened, all these states decided to come together. That's why it's the United Nations. Why do we call, the United States of America? Why do you call it the United States and then they call it America? Because it was America's first. It was ours first. This man just said white people in Charlotte had all types of flags. It was one thing in common: white unity. What is white unity? Anything that keeps them in control of the black lands, black people, black resources, black minds. We got to get a black culture. And that's why I came to bring solutions. And a lot of you going to say, oh, that's not true. You can't do that. Shut up until you learn something else. This is what why we the only people that was taught, was killed for in America, not Africa, nowhere else. We the only people in this little plot of land that was killed that we read. I wonder why they was so important. Do you always ask questions? Why was it so important for us not to read? And now they're doing it again, but they're calling it stop woke. They're trying to, now that we read, they're trying to control more of what we read. And the most fundamental part of your brain and learning is when your little children going to school. And they're stripping that out of it. Y'all are fools if you keep sending your children to these white schools. And these white schools, the public schools, they giving the private schools, they getting all our tax money. We $1 trillion spending industry. I said we $1 trillion spending industry. I said what I said. We $1 trillion spending industry. Why we ain't under one umbrella? All our differences, whether you're Christian, Hebrew-like, Jamaican, African-American, black, Moor, why we ain't all spending our money among each other? Why are we feeding our enemy? That our enemy wait for us to spend that $1 trillion because they live off of that, because they owe trillions of dollars in debt. How can they calculate that we spend $1 trillion a year, but yet they're in $1 trillion debt? So how are they spending money? They got us working they cheap behind jobs. They got us working in jobs at CNA, wiping their raggedy behind grandparents while they erasing our grandparents, making their kids and grandparents feel proud. They out here got us working jobs, putting our faces. Now they putting our faces on all types of advertisement when it ain't no black people that own it. It's a trick, and y'all need to stop it. Stop being tricked. Black mama on here. Hey, black mama. Peace. All you beautiful melanated people, I thank you for your support. I'm going to end this live, and we're going to, I'm going to be, and I'm back. The queen is back. I just been building with my founders. Shout out to my 12 founders. It just happened to be like that. We didn't do it like that, but we was 12 of us. And we want to build more. We're going to, because this is about matter of life and death. We don't get our millions of dollars and trillions of dollars and walk away. It's called sacrifice. It's called fasting. Y'all fasting for the wrong thing. They got you doing everything that white people would do, but they ain't got you doing everything white people would do to get freedom. When white people wanted their freedom, they came over here and they tricked the people on this land, wrote a treaty to the Wampanoag tribe. The Wampanoag tribe didn't understand the language. That's how they realized, oh, we got to get them not to read, because we could write down everything and they know we are spiritual people. Our word is our bond. And so they get us to sign stuff and documents and everything. They've been doing it since the Wampanoag tribe on Thanksgiving. Then they started celebrating on Thanksgiving. It's going to be a separate channel for the micronation. We got all that. We got everything. We just trying to weed out because somebody tried to click in, and they're going to start trying to rob us. But the Wampanoag tribe was tricked. And they realized that. So when the Wampanoag tribe walked out and the white man was on the land, they were celebrating how they tricked them. And the Wampanoag tribe came out to fight. They were powerful. At the time, white men had to wait for all the other white people to come. And so they told the Wampanoag tribe, hey, no, we're celebrating here. Eat up, eat up, eat up, eat up, eat with them. And so the Wampanoag tribe ate a bloody dinner because they didn't know that that dinner on Thanksgiving was the white people thinking themselves of how they tricked us. Yes, you can. You got an email. Somebody put the email info@theunitedempiresofakeepalong.com. We building a new government. And it's like we're separating from America right here in America. And it's very legal. This is why they didn't want Martin Luther King and Malcolm X to link up. The difference is a lot of us has been doing it. The NOI, the Nation of Islam, the Moors, but everybody has been doing it for their own reasons. I'm not going to be funny, for their own selfish reasons. They never did it all together for one government. So if you need your freedom, you either got to join the more or whatever. Well, what we are is the United Nations. We're signing a treaty among each other saying that we are going to be one, black first. Meaning, if I need to find me something to wear, I need to call my black businesses first. If I need something to eat, I know it's hard because I stay in a predominantly white place. So it takes time. But we got to get in that habit. If we don't now, we'll never go nowhere. But yes, we're building. You got to email us so that we can get in together and start having our meetings. And it's got to be a powerful movement. I'm trying to bring a powerful movement that shake the earth. Like the ancestors say, we're going to shake the earth. Yes, we are. And that's what I'm saying. I ain't on here to get likes. I can care less about likes. Anybody that know me in real life, I can care less. I'm pretty sure y'all know my attitude from following me. My only thing is that I have grandchildren and I don't want to have to kill one white person for messing with them. So my best bet is that we all get together. And if y'all feel like me, we can't be in jail and hiding. So we need to just get our own territory, put up our signs and say, look, you can't come in now. When you come past, that's what they say. I'm making a mark in the line. Now I made a mark in the line. Try it. Step over it. You don't know the legalities. You don't know the international laws that we live under. And that's why you were taught not to read. That's why they want to erase. That's why they want to stop critical race theory. Because the more you dig and the more you learn, our brains already as black people are intellectual, the lights start opening, our hair, our antennas start working. Then we start searching more and searching more. We're doing too much. Shout out to the black YouTubers, the black media. We're making moves, but we don't see we're doing it together because we think it is this and that. We got to look it together collectively. I have never got on here and told you I was separate. I told you I love everybody because that's the energy I'm trying to send out. I'm trying to send out that energy of unity and stuff. That energy that needs to get in your mind that you need to your brothers and sisters. You don't need no white person. You don't need their education. You don't even need their jobs. Corona showed you this. It's been 2 years and you don't even realize it. In 2 years, we black people, I'm going to clap for you. Because we done built businesses. Because I still stay in the hood. I still go to the hood. When I represent them people that they counting in the projects and all that. And I seen a lot of project people. I didn't care, even though a lot of them doing the same business. I said, but God, you know what? They still moving. They did something. They some of them go to school and some of them, everybody got a t-shirt business and selling candles and selling herbs, you know, but we got to get up there a little bit more. But I'm still clapping for you. I'm clapping for you. I'm clapping for us. I want y'all to do me a favor. This is for black, melanated, original, whatever you respectfully call yourself people. I want you to do this. Give yourself a hug. Because we all we got. We ain't going to keep doing this. This Ron DeSantis mess. Stop woke. It's an insult. They make the laws. We can't sue them for using our words, but they can sue us for copyright. When they've been copying everything they put in law is what they do to us. It's crazy. But we keep on letting them. I'm getting some power. So you better come with me. Because when we sitting over there, we getting some power. It might be some nights that we might get our land and we got to camp out. We got to come with our camp, our tents and stuff and walk away. Let their stores, my vision is that their stores, my prayer, God, let their stores empty out. Let them see famine again. Let all the black people get a wake up in their hearts and their minds that they walk away from these evil people. That we start feeding each other. And then when we see a white tear, that we got enough strength in our heart that don't give a damn. Amen. So like I said, more prayers. My next prayer going to be at the ocean. You could say, oh, she cursing, I'm doing everything I could. I'm calling on all the religions that we all are because we all alive. Because if your religion worked, then they wouldn't be alive. And if their religion worked, then these white folks won't keep doing it. So something ain't right. What's not right is that we ain't bringing it all under one umbrella. We ain't bringing it all together. I'm tired of this. It's like they walk proudly. They do it, and they okay because they know we ain't coming like them, shooting them up and killing them. God let them go broke. We the ones with money. Save your money. Give it to another black person. Go to YouTubers. I stay on YouTubers. I don't know why I pulled this up, but I think I ain't seen no other YouTuber. My plan is when I get my stories, I'm trying to get them from black YouTubers. I ain't even trying to look at CNN. If the other black YouTuber get it first and I can't find it and they use CNN or New York Times or something, that's okay because, you know, we get our stories and stuff. I worked in TV. I'm going to tell you, all these people in TV are not against each other. They all work off the same signal. I was a master control engineer. I seen them do their stories. I see how they live around the black areas and they avoid white stories like the plague. That we need to start giving their stories and making them look like the criminals and murderers and pedophiles and rapists they are, and stop doing stories about each other. We need to, it's going to look weird when you come on my channel and you see a bunch of white stories, but we're going to start calling out their crimes and not always the crimes they do against us. It's time to do what they do to us. Paint the damn picture. If y'all got stories, white people killing, post them. Post them on your Facebook, screenshot them, post the front of the page. Make them look at what they do. You don't want critical race theory? Then we'll do critical white theory. Critical white theory. Let them change. Oh, it's not critical. It's critical white theory. Y'all have done some evil mess. It's time we get on code. All our businesses, all our YouTubers, all under another government. We already under America. You ain't got to give up your American status. We just going to give ourselves another country. We already another country. It's the second America. They already labeled us. We just called the ghetto, the niggers, and everything else bad. I'm finna lift that up. We gave ourselves, you know what we are? We gave ourselves a new name. Yo, we did. We're no longer the ghetto. We're no longer black people. We are Kebalonians. We're no longer black, since we can't get straight what we're going to call each other. All you Moors and Israelites and Hebrewites, we can be under one umbrella. This is the new black, melanated, whatever you want to call our complexion of skin or how we're made. This is our new government. And no, white people, we got some allied governments, but you're not allowed. Peace. That's all I can say. Please read the news about Ron DeSantis. Please go ahead and be right in the office. Oh, yeah, my video on TikTok got like 50, 60,000 views, and they're mad because I posted the picture about Latasha Hurling that got shot in the head by that Asian. They get on there to tell me how black people been killing Asians and stuff. It's like these people are so lost, even the Hispanics and Asians, because they see the result of what white people did. What about y'all killing each other? What are y'all? That's why we build in our black nation. This right here is not only to separate, but this right here is to give us the power to govern ourselves, so that we can find out why we're killing each other and stop this, to do stuff, to build our own police stations and police patrols and stuff, so that our people will have somebody to call other than in CRS or DHR or Child Protective Services or calling the police. The people are killing each other in the street because they don't have nobody else that they can take their problems to, because white media, white America has shown us any of our problems, no matter if it's from PTSD or from them starving us or from them keeping us in poverty, it's always our fault. But when them rich, privileged effers get a pop pills and all that stuff, it's everybody else's fault. Even though they purposely put drugs in our neighborhood, they purposely put drugs in their own mouths. But somehow we all look like we're the criminals. We got to stop this. We need places where our people can call us if they don't want to call the police. They need to call us if they don't want to call Child Protective Services. You know, some mamas, black mamas, are so stressed, they keep all the men in jail. So we got a lot of single black women, not because they want to, because half the men in jail, just like half of our grandparents were single black women because they had their men hanging from the tree. We got to get We are here to build something that we can stop our killings of each other and in our starvation and all the stuff that is going on with us. We control it. And then that way we can stop the blaming of this and that when America gets their hands out of our problems that they help create. We're not making up stuff. This is written, but they make sure we don't read because we're too busy trying to eat. They got us so busy. We trying to eat. We trying to pay bills. We trying to go to school. We trying to do this. We trying to do that. Shout out to the Empire of Eternia. Right there, I didn't know he was going to come on. That's the other micronation that you see on there. We're the Black micronation. We got somewhere for our white constituents and everybody to go to. And that's not to be mean or nasty, but right now, Black people, we got nowhere to go. We need our own space right now. We need to work out some problems. I'm tired of people saying, well, what Black people killing each other? Yes, we're trying to fix that. If we can have some control, if we can understand why you don't know what crack does because you're not in I was in the neighborhood. I was in the Bronx when crack changed. I was used to going to my friends and cousins' house. Everybody daddy was home. Then after a few years in the 80s, everybody wasn't home. Everybody was in a room doing crack and stuff. The streets was running rapid. And there you go. There go them jobs. Police, coroner, this, that. They had our minds somewhere else. And as they put our parents' minds somewhere else, they corrupted our minds. They took away the good stories. They took away all the positive shows. They gave us shows that we see white people enjoying life, and we can only imagine. They gave us shows and stuff. They took away our shows. They turned our music when we wanted to hear music. Then when there was music, there were bad words in the song. You remember your mama told you couldn't listen. I'm sorry, y'all. My connection went out. If y'all can hear me, like I said, they gave us all types of stuff, but the right stuff. So what I'm going to do is end this broadcast. I've been on for a while. You know, the powers that be, they do what they do. If y'all can hear me, the powers that be. But y'all just like, share. And I'm going to be on a lot more because we out here now. We here and we're making changes. Changes is coming. If y'all would just follow and stick together, we all can eat. We all can have our children grow up. It's time that our Black men live past the age of 30. Our young Black men. Because right now it seems like we the oldest people walking the earth in the Black people because they killing everybody and our grandparents is dying off. So it's time for us to do something with ourselves. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. Yeah, I see it. Thank you, Keisha. Y'all have a beautiful, blessed night. And I think tomorrow I'm gonna do my prayer at the ocean because we're gonna do some stuff. I'm calling all Christians, all every religion, every witch, every warlock, whatever you think your power is, we're gonna be praying against our enemy all at one time on unison, all together. We're gonna pray. We're gonna pray on code. Whether you pray, whether you meditate, this needs to be done tomorrow, because we are in the winter solstice. It's time for them to go. Amen. Y'all be blessed. Follow your girl Straight No Chaser with the Queen. Like and share. And like and share. Shout out to Fly Nubian Queen, the network for melanated people like you. Shout out to all my brothers and sisters, all you kings and queens, all you beautiful melanated people. What I am going to pray before I get off is that you are blessed. That when you lay your head down tonight, that the ancestors, the God, minister to your mind, that you wake up with strength and hope, and that you see the vision that I see, that we all have the same vision and the same dreams. Amen. Y'all have a blessed night.